Pakistan violated the barely hours-long ceasefire agreement that was reached between the two nations following Islamabad's initiation of truce talks. Pakistan violated the ceasefire agreement at multiple locations in Jammu and Kashmir, including Srinagar, as well as parts of Punjab and Rajasthan. Reports of gunfire came from Pakistan's side in the Akhnoor sector of Jammu and Kashmir, along with sightings of multiple drones near the border. The Pakistan Army restored two artillery shelling along the international border in the Akhnoor, Rajouri and RS Pura sectors. Ceasefire violations were also reported along the line of control in the Palanwala sector of Jammu. In Baramulla, a drone was shot down. Multiple blasts were heard in Srinagar and a red alert was issued and a blackout was enforced in the area. A drone has been shot down in Rajasthan's Pokhran as well as Baramulla in Kashmir. Barely hours after a ceasefire was agreed upon, Pakistan viewers shattered the truce, unleashing gunfire, drone incursions and artillery shelling across multiple sectors in Jammu and Kashmir, Punjab, Rajasthan as well as Gujarat. Speaking at a late-night press conference, Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri held Pakistan fully accountable for the renewed hostilities and called on Islamabad to immediately put an end to these provocations. Misri said Indian forces had been directed to give a firm response to any further ceasefire breaches along the, line of control and the international border. Take a listen.
The last few hours, there have been repeated violations of the understanding arrived at earlier this evening between the Directors General of Military Operations of India and Pakistan. This is a breach of the understanding arrived at earlier today. The armed forces are giving an adequate and appropriate response to these violations, and we take very, very serious notice of these violations. We call upon Pakistan to take appropriate steps to address these violations and deal with the situation with seriousness and responsibility. The armed forces are maintaining a strong vigil on the situation. They have been given instructions to deal strongly with any instances of a repetition of the violations of the borders along the international border as well as the line of control. Thank you.
The India's armed forces have been given they can take any appropriate action, and that this kind of ceasefire violation is extremely condemnable. The Indian government has confirmed that this is a clear ceasefire violation by Pakistan, and that Indian army and India's armed forces continue to give them a befitting reply.
Yeah, like I told you earlier, that we don't wait for any orders. The orders are with the tactical and the operational commanders, especially in the case of the scenario that we are. And they would have been briefed earlier, knowing what the Pakistan tactics and their character is there, whether the genes, DNA, whatever you may call it, that he always does this as a part of a surprise and deception. And he doesn't believe in the discipline and the way we deal with the orders. So they are very, very rogue persons in the army, like brought out. They are quite radicalized. Even the General Asim Munir is radicalized. We are giving a befitting reply.